right? So you have to be looking at your channel as like in real life. Channel with 300 subscribers, 4,000, not even, 400 watch time hours. It's a tiny channel. You are gonna have to create a lot of videos to get that channel where it needs to be, okay? And I think what a lot of people do is they're like, oh, if I add this magical keyword into my title, then my video will pop, you know? You gotta remember there's 100 other people just like you thinking those same thoughts, okay? So it really comes down to content strategy. And your content strategy, your YouTube channel should be like a table, a sturdy, reliable table. And I believe that your table should have 4 legs on it. These 4 legs are 4 different content silos that you make content for, okay? So think of it like a show on channel 2. Yeah, you turn on channel 2 and they've got the morning shows, daytime TV, that's 1 leg. Later on in the afternoon, they have soap operas. That's another leg. And they have reruns. That's another leg. And then they have the evening news. That's another leg. Okay? But they also have primetime shows. That's another 5th leg. So you're not limited to 4 legs, but just go with me on the analogy here. What are the shows that you're adding to your channel? Right? If you're just looking for SEO keywords to rank for them, you know, it's just not going to work for you. Now, that's not to say you can't get a couple of high-ranking words and get a couple of videos, right? Some of my colleagues, like, they jump on me like, what, dude, I rank videos all the time. Yeah, but you've got 1 million subs. Little bit easier to rank, right? And here's the thing. If you have a reputation already, people log in for you. So, you know, it's a good idea to get videos that rank on the search engine. But then what you got to do is when you rank a video, you got to build out subset videos on that same topic. Part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. Now, don't call them part 1 and part 2. But if you rank a video for, like, you know, how to win Fortnite with no weapons, and that ranks, then make another video called how to win Fortnite with only 1 weapon, or how to win Fortnite with only the crossbow weapon, right? Now, we don't say crossbow weapon, we say crossbow, right? But you're showing YouTube that all of the videos are part of the same leg of the table. Okay, and then, you know, as you're making those videos, make other videos on Roblox, right? Or Minecraft, or whatever else it is, you know? And they don't have to be how to beat Minecraft with no weapons. It's a whole separate gig. It's a separate show, right? The morning show and the primetime show have nothing in common. They're just both shows on the channel, right? So you've got to be in a place where you are creating in content silos that make up the 4 legs of your table so that you have a strong, sturdy table to rely on that can handle the weight of your success. If you have built all of your videos out on one thing and then that one thing goes away and is no longer trendy, you're out. And that's exactly what happened to me. I built my whole channel on website design and SEO. Still, my top performing video is a website video, right? When I should have diversified from early on. That's how I learned this, you know? So you've got to say, like, what are the 4 shows that I'm doing on this channel? You know, like a couple examples. You might want to do a biggest mistake silo, right? Maybe it's like biggest mistakes that millennials make on Fortnite, biggest Fortnite mistakes that 13-year-olds make, like biggest skin mistakes I've seen on Fortnite, right? And it's this whole silo of biggest mistakes. It could also be, just to go to another example, like, let's talk about a auto mechanic kind of channel, you know, to do something like a Chevy, right? And it's like how to change the oil on a Chevy truck, how to change the oil on all Chevy cars, how to change the oil on a Chevy SUV, right? And then and so it's like changing the oil on Chevy is kind of like your leg. But you could do another leg that's like how to, you know, how to test a Chevy battery, how to test a Chevy fuse. And so you're still working on Chevy, but now you're doing electrical, right? So you've got to have a content silo, because when you have multiple videos on the same topic, you're triggering the algorithm and you're creating binge watchable scenarios for your viewers. And that is what makes your videos viral. Right? You do a great video on the color blue and then you made no follow-up to it? That's just foolish. It's just foolish. Don't feel bad. No one's teaching you that. But now I am. Now you know. You got to go do it.
It's almost like, what it sounds like to me is like thinking about content from the perspective of each video is part of an individual series, right? It covering like a topical theme, and you're just building and building upon that to potentially get that momentum from the YouTube algorithm. As you mentioned, the YouTube algorithm will pick up on that.
Yeah, and if you do 3 or 4 and they're not popping, then maybe move on to something else. It doesn't mean they won't pop later. You know, like we did, we're doing a series on TikTok right now. It's not popping, but it will, because the entire country is going to be on TikTok soon. So we know that we're not expecting big views from these videos, you know, but they're going to be there with watch time in a set when our audience finally starts moving on to TikTok, and we're going to be the leaders in that as well. So it's like investing, you know, you don't run to where everybody, like SEO is like the gold rush. Everybody moved to California searching for gold. But the suggested YouTube algorithm is like opening up a restaurant in the middle of the gold rush. You know, that's where the money was made. Yeah, you might see somebody here gets picked up with a big nugget of gold. That person there gets a big nugget of gold. But as the restaurant owner, they're all eating at your place. You know, so be smart on YouTube.